Hey everybody, it's me, the Red Galaxy Ranger Intern. Well, it's been 8 months since I made a new video, and I'm finally back to give you something to talk about and share to you. And on my first video back, I'm going to do a video response to a certain somebody that we revisited last time, until we got into a world of big trouble with this guy. And yeah. Because the last time I did a video was last year when I said that forget it, it's all a thing in the past, but I don't think he's going to forgive us. So today I'm going to do a video response to, it's not going to be a nasty video response, I'm just going to do this firmly and calmly, but if this person says something mean about us making a commentary on one of his videos again, he's going to do another rant on us. So, excuse. So today I'm going to do a video response to Sailor Moon Tube 11 on his video rant on with the Ernest doll, making a comparison between Power Rangers and Sailor Moon and see if there is any similarities. And please do so. During my commentary with Dwayne, I am going to what's that word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. I'm going to do a, I'm going to have to make comments on parts of the video, and also have to make some quick thoughts and quick trivia references between Sentai and Rangers. So I'm going to start the video in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone. On my screen.
See, this is a bad way to start your videos.
Hi everybody, Sailor Earth here, Ernest here, and today I'm going to touch on this subject. Was Sailor Moon copying the Power Rangers, or was Power Rangers copying Sailor Moon?
There is a problem with that. Really? Is there even a comparison between Power Rangers and Sailor Moon? I don't recall that. The only thing I would recall with the comparison of the Power Rangers is Power Rangers and Voltron. So, where did the whole Power Rangers and Sailor Moon comparison piece come from?
The reason I'm making this video again is because there are going to be some Sailor Moon fans out there and some Power Ranger fans out there.
I'm a Power Ranger and I'm also a fan, so I don't even want to be involved with the Sailor Moon bits.
Who will look at the similarities and will assume that one show was knocking off the other. But I'm here to tell you that that was neither the truth. Neither show was knocking off the other. There were a lot of similarities, and here's the reason why the shows had a lot of similarities. First off, Power Rangers was based it and adapted it.
Don't you mean based and adapted? Grammar error. You seriously need to work on your errors and grammars when you have to say something.
From the Super Sentai series, and Sailor Moon was an inspiration from Super Sentai. If that makes any sense.
Sailor Moon being an inspiration to Super Sentai? Well, actually, Voltron was first, and then some other Japanese superhero series like Gatchaman, something, sorta.
So, a lot of the things that happen in Power Rangers and Super Sentai, a lot of them are pretty much the same.
Yeah, but the difference is Super Sentai's plots are pretty much darker. Power Rangers take the Sentai plots for a much more kid-friendly take, because knowing that the Sentai shows, as violent and dark that they can be at times, and mature, there are some parts from the respective Sentai shows that we can't find in Power Rangers, because they may be considered way too violent for, kids in this country, whereas the Japanese audience with their kids don't have a problem with it. Whereas, as far as our country is concerned with violence on television and having kids in our, country being influenced by this stuff, well, you know how that goes. Well, hey, like what everyone says, TV rots your brains.
That could make the argument. And the reason a lot of things in Sailor Moon were very similar was because of the inspiration. Now, a lot of people are going to bring up the similarities, and usually they'll compare Mighty Morphin and Sailor Moon because those two tend to have some of the same similarities.
Evaluate.
For example, Queen Beryl and Rita Repulsa.
Okay.
Both very evil members of Nine Lights of Evil use a lot of the same type of monsters, or at least use the same type of monsters and the same type of formula. Attack a person or the city, get energy, and that's a formula that's been used a lot in a lot of superhero shows, but also the formula has been used in a lot of television shows and motion pictures over the years too.
Yeah, but the point is, superhero movies don't really do that. Only the Japanese ones. Anime and live action. Not really a lot of TV shows, but I know most other kid shows that wanted to top off Power Rangers, like Pokemon, for instance, and whatever else. I can't think of some other shows like that, similar to Power Rangers from the top of my head. Other than that, like Pokemon, they, kind of repeat that formula. And then you have some of these other shows, and pretty much like Digimon, and something else.
Similarity that people might bring up is the Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver, and Tuxedo Max Darien being...
Wait, Queen Beryl, Rita Repulsa, Tuxedo Mask, Tommy. Then who was the Zordon of the Sailor Moon franchise then? We'll find out.
Both brainwashed by Rita Repulsa and Queen Beryl. Once again, probably just an inspiration, since Naoko Takeuchi was a fan of Super Sentai. And that's where she got to, and that's where it gave her the idea to start Sailor Moon. And Han Siobhan adapted the Power Rangers from Super Sentai. So, of course,
ever since when you brought up Haim Saban and when he adapted Power Rangers from Zyuranger. Now, if you don't know this, there's this trivia fact that I looked up everywhere on Power Rangers wikis and all kinds of things that before Saban actually finally chose Zyuranger as the final basis for Power Rangers, he did choose 2 Sentai shows to be the pilot to the show. One being the 1980s Sentai series, Bioman from 1984, I suppose. And the other being one of the most highly popular Sentai shows of the 90s and pretty much the highly popular of all time, Jetman from 1991. So it was more of a blending decision between picking Jetman or Zyurangers for Power Rangers. So yeah, you gotta look that up somewhere.
Was going to be that was going to be done. Now, to say that one show was ripping off the other show, well, how could one show do it? Now, a lot of people think that Power Rangers came out first.
It did.
Okay, but that wasn't true. The Power Rangers didn't show up until at least 1993 AD.
You need to work on just saying 1993 or any other year you bring up, like 1994, 1997, 1999, 2001. You get it, but 80, I wouldn't really say that because where are you getting your why you pronounce years like this wrong? I mean, really?
Because prior to that, they were never given. Prior to that, they weren't even getting a green light yet. Han Siobhan had tried.
Well, I told you he wanted to do Bioman first, but that didn't work out. He tried to do Jetman, that didn't work out, so that's why he got Zoo Ranger.
To get someone to to at least try to take the Power Rangers on, and no one wanted to touch it until 1993-80 when Fox did. Sailor Moon in the anime showed up in 1992-80, beating the Power Rangers by 1 year. But, so how could one show rip off another show that wasn't even showing, didn't even debut until 1 year later? Now, to be granted that both Sailor Moon and Power Rangers do tend to borrow from one another.
Yeah, but except the fact that Sailor Moon, they don't have a giant robot formula. They just use their magic powers. Us, we just use, giant, robots known as Zords to form a Megazord to destroy the monster. And when the villain is the final boss of the series, we gotta fight he or she off, and then our show is over and we proceed to the next team and season. Sailor Moon doesn't have a giant robot. Now, if you want to talk giant robots now, I suggest you watch Voltron, Gundam, and some other anime with giant robots and human characters piloting those, robots. Or even that show called, Zoids, which I believe was a Power Rangers knockoff. Actually, a post-Power Rangers knockoff.
Maybe only coincidentally that this happens, There's probably only coincidence that a lot of that stuff happened. Now, I don't even think that the Power Rangers ripped off Sailor Moon or Sailor Moon ripped off Power Rangers. I think it was just one was adapted from Super Sentai, so a lot of things that happened in Super Sentai were going to be adapted in some form or another. Where Sailor Moon was inspiration from Super Sentai, and I think some of the things may have been inspired by. Now, of course, Knuckle taken Chi, and Han Siobhan has never came out to say and has never said that one show borrowed from the other. As far as my knowledge, I don't really know if the two of them were even borrowing or adapting from each other. I don't even know if the two of them even are aware of each other. And if they are, I don't even think they've ever done that. So yeah, that's it.
I don't have any final thoughts, but what he just said was completely unclear. And I just don't seem to get it. Power Rangers and Sailor Moon have similarities to each other. I don't really think so. Well, what can I say? I don't have anything else to say, but now, if Sailor Moon Tube 11 thinks about doing a nasty video rant to me, because I know what he already did when he was attacking me and Anthony on PR at Lost Galaxy 2014, because, last year. Now, I have a feeling that he's probably going to know it's, well, hey. Seems like whenever I do a commentary on people like him, he'll do another commentary on me. So, just hope this video doesn't get... well, I understand a lot of you people don't like Dwayne, and, well, that's just all I can say about him, but hey, this is just gonna be the only video I'll ever do on Sailor Moon Tube 11. What's his name? I'm not gonna bring his actual name up because everybody knows who he is. So, this is the Red Galaxy Ranger Intern signing off, and I'm leaving my post here on the Astro Mega ship. See you guys next time.